and we are in a mecca for wrestling. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Peterson Event Center, the 2020 ACC Wrestling Championships beginning right here with the first round.
Nice takedown out of Matthews. This is going to end in a fall.
That has got to be just about it. Hanging on, Blake in trouble. There it is.
Round one is in the books, and now we move into the semifinals. Wenzel will send this crowd into a frenzy if he gets the two. Big moment, 50 seconds, rolls Monday through.
That could be takedown right there.
And there's the two, and Pitt grabs the lead. We reach the climax, a championship feeling in the air. Here comes the defending champion, Philippi.
Because the coaching staff at Pitt believes that Mickey Philippi is the best mat wrestler at 133. And get the Pitt crowd fired up that they got their first champion of the 2020 ACC Wrestling Championship.
Jake Wenzel, first up for Pitt. Rolling his way through, Wenzel stayed with him, and Wenzel gets the two. This high-knowledge wrestling fan base in Pennsylvania is going to appreciate what just transpired here. Thomas comes firing in. He brings Wilson down. And Demetrius Thomas, 2 for 2 in these ACC championships.
It starts as a game, a gathering of friends. And slowly, as some begin to sit back, others stand out. The joy of playing turns to passion. And as the skills develop, so do the minds. And they begin to seek challenges, peers, and mentors to further their abilities and opportunities. The love and passion becomes a thirst for people in a place
we make history today in Pittsburgh
that will embrace and push a hunger for excellence
The ACC.
and to be in and among champions. These are the dreamers, scholars, leaders. These are the guides, teachers, mentors. And this is the opportunity, the challenge, the place. This is Pitt Beyond the Script.
It's been a great story for Wenzel this year. He's a little more than a year removed from ACL surgery. He is wrestling for an ACC title.
Welcome to Pitt Beyond the Script alongside wrestling coach Keith Gavin. I'm Rob King of AT&T Sportsnet. And coach, let's begin with the tremendous ACC tournament performance. What was it like? First of all, the atmosphere and your wrestlers having such a great event.
Yeah, we wrestled real well. I think that I'm pretty sure that was the most total points that we ever scored in the ACCs, and unfortunately it wasn't enough to bring home the team title. North Carolina State had a little bit better of a tournament, but overall proud of our guys and their effort and their attitude throughout the tournament.
When 3 guys grab ACC titles, what does that say about your program?
Yeah, we had 2 last year, and then those guys repeated. Mickey Philippi and Demetrius Thomas both repeated as champions this year, and then to have Jake Wenzel come from a 4 seed to win the tournament was pretty special. So the finals went really well for us.
No, he's a Pittsburgh guy. He gets his first ACC title, as you mentioned. The other guys, we'll talk about them because I certainly don't want to short shrift them. But what's it like for him wrestling from Pittsburgh at Pitt, at the event that's in Pittsburgh? That had to be pretty neat.
Yeah, it was really special for him. Last year, he didn't get a chance to wrestle in the ACCs or the NCAA tournament, which was in Pittsburgh, because he had a season-ending injury. You know, he tore his ACL just a couple weeks before the ACCs. So for him to come back from that and then get on top of the podium this year at ACCs was a pretty special moment.
McFadden takes a quick glance up. Wenzel not relinquishing his hold, and he'll no reversal. Call stands, riding time point, and your ACC champion from Pitt is Jake Wenzel.
And for Mickey and Demetrius to repeat, you know that all the wrestlers who are coming back had them in mind, right? All during the offseason workouts are thinking, we got to beat Mickey or we got to beat Demetrius. And so defending the title is sometimes as difficult as winning it, and they were able to do that.
Yeah, and that's good to see. I mean, I think that, and Mickey in particular was in the finals, he kind of really was in the zone and let his offense go. And sometimes when you're in the driver's seat and you're the guy defending, you feel like you got to protect something, and he didn't do that, you know, and that was nice to see that he went out there and got after it.
Thomas comes firing in, has the single, and he brings Wilson down at 2. And Demetrius Thomas, for the second time, rattles off the takedown.
You know, Cole Matthews and Nino Bonacorsi both are heading now to the NCAA tournament. So obviously that's, you know, again, another stamp of approval for these guys and another exciting opportunity to continue to wrestle.
Yeah, both those guys had a great tournament. Nino's weight class, the guy he lost to is ranked, I think, 3rd in the country. You know, the guy who won it was 2nd, and Nino's 5th in the country. So those top 3 guys in the ACC are all top 5 in the country. And then in Cole Matthews' match, he had a heartbreaker in the semis. And for a young kid like him to bounce back and fight hard to get to NCAAs after that heartbreaker was nice to see.
And we know the ACC, look, at the end of the year, 4 teams in the top 10. So to finish 2nd in this ACC tournament is no small feat.
Yeah, it's a great improvement from where we were when my first year here. We were last, you know. So and then
that is a good improvement.
Last year we were 4th, and now we're 2nd, and it was close. I think it was one of the tightest team races they've had in the ACC in a while. But you know, we came up a little short.
I know you still have guys moving on, but when you reflect back on the season as a whole and the ranking, and again what you accomplished in the ACC tournament, I mean, another step forward for this program, do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that we're really wrestling well right now, which is a good time to do it at the end of the year. Our last dual meet against Virginia Tech was probably our best dual meet of the year. And then at the ACC tournament, all 10 of our guys wrestled hard, you know, and they you know, their effort and their attitude was in the right spot. And so we're proud of that. And now we just got to finish strong in Minneapolis.
You know, a lot of times in other sports, you hear people get so excited about winning the tournament or placing well in a tournament that they lose sight of the NCAAs. You've been there, I mean, as a wrestler yourself. Does it take something different to gear back up for the tournament, or is it just an extension of what you've been doing?
Yeah, I think it is an extension of what you've been doing. I think the ACC tournament is what we benefit from is it's a very competitive conference, so it's really just a great prep for the NCAA tournament. It's not like you're going to get there and wrestle some competition that you haven't felt before. We've already been wrestling some of the best guys in the country, so we're fortunate to be in this conference, and I know everybody in the conference feels the same way. And
I'm sure you'd love to bring home a national championship winner or 2, but I guess everybody who's in it has a chance, right? I mean, and anybody who's moving on has got an opportunity. You think there's a chance you might see 1 or 2?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's one match at a time, 1 point at a time. That's the attitude you have to have out there. But right now we got 7 guys going, and all 7 of those guys have the ability to do some damage out there. So we're excited for them.
Coach Gavin, thanks very much. Congratulations on another terrific year.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, stick around. We have more to come when Pitt Beyond the Script resumes after this.
And the Panthers have scored. Intercepted. The 25, the 15, touchdown Panthers. One man to beat. Streaks down the sideline. He's hit, and the ball comes out. Touchdown Panthers. You can't believe what just happened here at Heinz Field.
Hi folks, this is Dean Bonner for another episode of Riding in Cars with Kenyon. Today I'm going to be talking to Jimmy Morrissey, who is the center for the Pitt football team.
How you doing?
Hey Jimmy, I'm doing well. And you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you too. You need some room? You can push that seat back. Yeah, I empathize with you. appreciate you spending some time with us this morning. So you're from Philly.
Yeah, I'm from outside.
You're from outside Philly?
Huntington Valley, Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you joined a large group of people
Yeah,
at
there's
Pitt.
a ton of us.
Why did you choose the University of Pittsburgh?
Yeah, so I came to Pitt. Number one reason was football, obviously. You know, my dad forced me to do a football camp here.
Okay.
I only wanted to really go to college camps like that where coaches were talking to me.
Okay.
And he made me come out to Pittsburgh, and I had a really good camp. I established a relationship with the O-line coach at the time, John Peterson. And then he offered me a walk-on in January, and I decided to walk on here to play football. But it's tough to say no to a scholarship offer from another school that wants you. Just my parents' support that they gave me, you know, kind of forcing me to, you know, you can do it. And I always knew I could do it too. It's just I needed that last push from my mom and dad to, you know, push me on to go walk on here.
Wow, that's an incredible story. It's like sometimes, you know, other people, your parents, know and see things in you that maybe you don't necessarily at the time have the full embrace of, right? They're like, nah, we know you're better, or you have way more potential. What year are you now?
I actually just graduated in December.
You graduated in December?
So I'm starting my MBA at CATS.
Wow, okay. That's impressive. So you're a grad student now.
Yeah,
okay.
It's weird. I feel like an old head.
You feel like an old head?
I do.
You've been out like a month and you already feel like an old head. What's it like for you as a Pitt football player, and do you have time to get out and connect with other students?
I spend the majority of my time with my teammates, just as I think any other student athlete would. I was really fortunate to have the opportunity to be a part of the Blue and Gold Society. You know, it was nothing short of an amazing experience with them. Being able to work with other students that weren't on the football team, and like having connections with them and seeing how motivated they were in their own different fields.
I just want to say thank you for spending time with me today.
Yeah, of course.
I love going to Pitt football games. Really proud of the work that the team has done, and really admire your story and your perseverance. And I wish you the best of luck next season as a graduate student. All right.
No, it's been a great time. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
We want to win the ACC and like to get in the playoffs. And you look at those teams that are in there right now, they're all explosive teams. You know, they're scoring a lot of points. That's the way college football is somewhat evolved. So we'd like to move in that direction and get a little faster, get smarter. You know, got a couple of young guys that are coming on that I like the way they've progressed from last year. So, you know, want to mix. We want to use multiple formations, want to use multiple personnel groupings. I think that's a real factor in complicating our offense, making it tough for the defense. I think the guys are now being able to study their own tape has really helped our guys as I've seen them go through, you know, their winter conditioning programs. So I think there's a lot more confidence than what we had last year at this point.
You know, I'm excited about Kenny Pickett and where he's going to go. I think a lot of people forget where he was. You look at, you know, he's had two coordinators. His first year with Sean Watson, he's got 4 games he gets in and comes, you know, beats Miami, plays a heck of a game, did a lot of it with his feet, but he plays 4 games. So, I mean, you know, scratch that year. Next year, we're run-oriented offense. So he's got a second year of, you know, run-oriented offense, and we have some great success with rushing the football, and he takes it to an ACC championship. You put into year 3, all of a sudden now we got a new offensive coordinator, all of a sudden now we're throwing the ball around, and he becomes a passing quarterback. So this is his second full year as a passing quarterback, and obviously we're going to run the ball a heck of a lot better than we did a year ago, but the terminology is going to be all the same.
Kenny's really come a long ways, you know, just I really love coaching him, love the way he goes about his business, passionate, you know. I think you'll see a lot more leadership from him coming in, a lot more confidence, and you know, he played really well in the bowl game. He did a really good job in the 2-minute drills. If you look back, I think 5 or 6 we scored at the end to win the game, and that comes down to great quarterback play, so we're looking for big things from him.
Pickett is back. Here's the blitz. He throws a pass down the middle. It's caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Panthers! It's pulled in by Malik Carter, who refused to go down, and the Panthers are back on top.
Imagine if we had another coordinator this year, how much it would hurt Kenny Pickett. So I'm excited about that and excited about the talent level and leadership that Kenny's going to provide the Panthers this year.
Pitt has a lot of quarterback rooms. You know, you worry about sometimes when you bring somebody in, but that hasn't been the case. The upper guys that have been here really helped Joey. You know, Davis has been good, Nick, Kenny, obviously.
Joey was an interesting commitment. We didn't have an official visit. We had limited contact with him. We had to FaceTime him for his really, look at the campus, and he committed to us off of FaceTime and phone calls and trust of who we were as people. He started against USC in his first contest, played with a dislocated shoulder and still had a heck of a game. And he's a talented guy that is kind of a gym rat as far as football goes. So he spent a lot of time here in the offseason just coming in and saying, Coach Whipple, do you have time to talk ball? So we're excited about him. Great family, great kid, and he adds to the depth of that quarterback room.
Those guys have worked well together in the things we've done, and you got to have competition. So, we'll just see how that plays out. But nobody's ever said they have enough good players. So I feel like we're headed in the right direction.
Woo! Here we go, baby. Day one, you already know. Let's roll. Let's roll.
Lucas is a guy that's got experience and played in the SEC. He didn't catch a lot of balls, but seems like he's got a lot of talent, and I like the way he's approached things. So we got some young guys, so I think that we'll be pleasantly surprised where we're headed in the tight end room.
Besides, where he is as a football player and the way he runs down the field, which I think is going to be different than what we've seen here the last few years. I think he's a special guy that can play at the next level. His leadership as a transfer, his intelligence and his love and passion for the game of football. Not just playing tight end. He's a guy who played on almost every special team. He ran down on the kickoff at the University of Florida. So we're excited about what he brings, not only on the football field, but as leadership that he can bring to the table. I think anytime there's a change as a head football coach, you go, oh man, we got to hire a new guy, and you loved what we had in the past. And the change to Mike Stacchiotti's been outstanding. It's really been a breath of fresh air. It's just having a new voice, a new way of thinking. And I think that's been probably the most refreshing part of the whole, change there, because it's, change is never easy, and no different than an offensive defense coordinator is a strength coordinator, but he's really, fit right in with our kids. They've built a relationship down there that really is different than what we had in the past.
First period, 2 plays. Again, we got a big run and a big pass on the offense, which is outstanding. Okay, two big touchdowns. Defense, you're great for six plays. You are outstanding. It's no game, but it also takes us a couple big plays. It's all that, right, Coach Bates?
Yes, sir.
So we still got a ways to go. We're going to keep getting better. We're going to keep competing, but we got to do it together as a team. We good?
When I look at our 10 coaches, it's all similar. I think you look throughout the country, you look at what your head coach does and kind of where he is and how he coaches, you're going to find the assistants kind of fall into that same type of deal. I mean, I can't say, everybody's exactly the same, but I think what you'll find is we're going to coach in a positive way, regardless of what we do. I mean, we're not going to go out there and scream at our kids and coach them down. We're going to try to always be positive. So Coach Whipple and Coach Bates are both very positive. They're coming from a positive guy. I'm always trying to keep it positive, even though the staff will probably say maybe I'm negative in the meetings, but it's what we are around our kids. When our coaches approach our kids, I think we have a positive attitude.
Hi, I'm Christian Spears. I'm the Deputy AD here at Pitt. We're just going to give you a quick walkthrough today on all the things we've been working on. With the launch of the ACC network, we really needed to emphasize some significant changes in the Peterson Event Center, particularly around the basketball court. Many of you know that we flipped the court to emphasize the Oakland Zoo. One of the decisions that was made during that time frame was to enlarge the Oakland Zoo, which required us to move the media. So what we ended up doing was moving the media upstairs, built them a new media center, expanded the Oakland Zoo, increased the number of seats for students, flipped the court, changed the colors, and added a new scoreboard. And I think people will love the updates to the Peterson Event Center. Not only did we update the court, the media room, but we also took time to recognize where the student athletes like to hang out. So we came into their locker room, redid their lounge, updated their nutrition stations to make sure they had access to some of the best facilities in the country. Here's our Nike shoe wall. You can see the shoes that we have displayed. When we updated this space, we tried to think about not only what our team would want to see when they come out to the court, but what we needed to show recruits. We do want everyone to know that we have access to all of the great equipment from Nike, and this is a great place to show it off. One of the great updates that we made was just this room right now, the film room. This is where our men's and women's basketball team meets to watch film of opponents we're gonna play. One of the great things that we did is we incorporated all of the new logos and marks into this room. You'll see the Panther head, you'll see script Panthers, you'll see the script Pitt. We communicated with Nike what we wanted to do, and obviously we included the ACC logo. This is a massive upgrade that we're really excited to show off. Hey, I think everyone knows we're trying to win here, and especially the Pitt faithful. We've hired 9 new head coaches since Heather Lyke started in 2017, and one of them is our baseball coach, Mike Bell. You can see the effort and the energy and the excitement that our baseball program is developing. We did the same thing for Jody Hermanic out at softball, and obviously Randy Waldrum and Jay Vidovich for men's and women's soccer got a brand new field. So the changes that we've made here are special, and you're gonna see some great results coming out of our student athletes in the near future. So here we are outside the Peterson Event Center, overlooking the Peterson Event Center lawn, just thrilled to announce Victory Heights. And I think most of you know that we're still in the Fitzgerald Fieldhouse for wrestling, gymnastics, and volleyball. You know, we forget that that building was built in 1951. So just ecstatic to announce the location for Victory Heights and what will become the volleyball arena, the gymnastics facility, the wrestling facility, and a brand new sports performance center that I know our student athletes are gonna thrive in and our coaches are gonna love. Hey, Pitt Beyond the Script, thank you for following us today on our walking tour throughout all of our new complexes. We look forward to showing you more, and I promise you, there's more to come.
At the 10, at the 5, into the end zone for the Panther defensive touchdown.
Throwing it again inside the 5 on target and diving into the end zone for the touchdown is Chucky Jacques-Louis.
Football season, what fans can expect for the upcoming year is, first of all, the same coaching staff. And that is a testament to Coach Narduzzi and our coaches. We're excited that they're all back. They are a really talented group, very connected. And when you bring the same coaches back, you know, there's something about continuity of leadership. It really makes a difference. And you know, to see what our offense is going to do this coming year under Coach Whipple, think about where they're going to pick up this coming year as an offense, and obviously another year under everybody's belt, a veteran quarterback coming back who really is a tremendous leader, and I just have great expectations for them. Obviously, you're also getting an unbelievable defensive staff back. Randy Bates is as good as gold, and Coach Partridge, and that whole team on the defensive side of the ball is really impressive, and we have a number of key players, coming back. And Randy has an expectation, he says, yeah, we finished, top 15 in the country in defense. He said, I didn't come here to be 15th. I came here to be first in the country in defense. And Coach Whipple says the same thing. On the schedule, you'll see in the football building, it lists all of our games, and it lists the ACC championship game, and it lists the national championship game. And he said, if we don't put it out there, why aren't we listing the national championship game? That's our expectations. That's what we believe we can do here at Pitt.
Okay, we're gonna put it on for 60 minutes, okay? Win on 3, 1, 2, 3, win!
Champagny, back to Murphy. He rattles it home. 4 seconds left, 74-72.
Coach Capel and his staff are doing everything they can, obviously, to build this. And the competition in the ACC across the board, not just in men's basketball, but across the board, is significant in all of our sports. He wants the success for his kids. It's not, he wants them to, he knows how much they've put into it and how hard they've worked, and he wants to see that success. Great work. We've got a lot of confidence in those kids, and they're working through it. They're still so young, and they're learning what it takes to build a program, and they're learning the duration of a long season. And it's not about one game, it's not about one player getting 20 points, it's about the whole duration of the season and how this team comes together. And that's what Coach Capel is preaching, and he is pouring everything into this program. I know the city of Pittsburgh loves Coach Capel and the whole staff, and loves what he's building in this team. It will take time, and we're patient, but he's going to get it there. And you gotta support him. That's the time when they really need it. They don't need it when you're necessarily winning at the highest level, and making sure that our student athletes understand the long run of this effort to rebuild this basketball program.
With it being 14-60, another turnover. McAllen's with the stuff.
Victory Heights is probably one of the most aggressive and transformative opportunities that we have to make a difference at Pitt and in this community. I couldn't be more grateful and thankful to Chancellor Gallagher and our Board of Trustees. You can have all the ideas and vision that you want as a leader, but if you're not supported from the top, it really does not happen. So people believe that this is going to happen. Victory Heights is going to come to fruition. Our student athletes are going to have facilities that they should compete in the ACC, and if we want to compete for national championships, recruit the best coaches you possibly can and put them in average or below average facilities, and they can only sell so much vision and belief. You put great coaches in great facilities, and there's really no limit to what they can accomplish. Our facilities are our living and learning environments. These are our classrooms. These are our research labs. This is where our coaches teach our student athletes every day. And so giving them first-class facilities allows them the opportunity to go and recruit the best and then prepare and compete against the best.
That's good stuff. Much better, much better, much better.
Well, it starts with the people. I mean, I've said it a zillion times, and you absolutely win with people. It starts with the leadership of our programs. Every head coach in this athletic department is a transformative leader, and they believe in themselves. They've got great courage, great confidence, and great teaching ability. And so they are going to make the direct impact on our student athletes' experience. So it starts with the coaches. It starts then next with the student athletes that they bring in, and kind of recruiting a higher level and a student athlete who has greater expectations, but also getting the most out of the kids that are currently here and really embracing the whole team no matter where they've come in the process. And then, you surround them with the best staff in the country. So I would argue our compliance team, our development office, our marketing team, our video production team, our athletic trainers, our strength conditioning coaches, they make a direct impact as well on our student athletes' experience. And we have really elevated, the amount of nutrition, the mental health, the strength conditioning, all the things that we want to take care of our student athletes off the field in a significant way, and that's making a difference as well.
Well, if I happen to be in a meeting, my office is open. Okay. Let me know. Just shoot me a text. What time will work for you? We'll make it work.
Sweet. Thanks, man.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Good to see you.
When I took this job, I always want to work at a place that has great expectations. And, Pitt is a place where you can go and compete for ACC championships. And if you're in the hunt for an ACC championship, you're in the hunt for a national championships. That's just the caliber of conference we're in athletically. And then you couple that with the academic credentials of all the schools in the ACC and Pitt in and of itself. And it's just the perfect combination of athletic and academic excellence. And so that's what attracted me most. And for the most part, we have started to build this program in the right direction. And is it where we want it to be? Absolutely not. We want to be in the hunt for an ACC championship in all of our teams. And so I think you see the progress being made across the board, but it's not there yet. We're a work in progress, and we're getting there. That's for sure.
2, 3, together.